what you know now, baby. I took a half and she took the whole thing. Slow down, baby.
I know, I'm sorry, I love Drake. He is my spirit animal. Drake let him know we dark inside. I know, we the same. Drake be preaching. You gotta pay it. Good morning, precious. What? How you doing, baby? It's Thursday. You know it's hey, Brandon. That's my guy. Yes, it's Thursday. Y'all already know I'm on my way to clean that dang on building. It's Thursday. I know. Oh, y'all, they got you making me crazy. Y'all want to try that this morning? we gonna get some Jamaican me crazy this morning. Yeah, baby, it had that little in it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it had that little flavor in it. So that's what we gonna go with today, guys. Yeah, when I drank that last time, it had me. Everywhere I went, I was dancing all day. So that's what's about to go down today, guys. So yeah, you recovering from our weekly conversation? Cause yeah, I done took y'all through some levels, some serious levels. Now today is result time. I want to know, how good did you do? Hey Joe, how you doing? What up, G? How well did you guys do this week as we went through the different levels and different things that you had to go through to try to find clarification for what's been going on with you and your baby? How did you do with the self-reflection? With all the self-reflecting? How did you do with that? Did you turn out on top? Were you a good parent? Ooh, fix it, Jesus. Did you do well by that baby? Huh? Talk to me. What you come up with? I'm gonna stop you right there. Because chances are you didn't come up with no parenting concerns. You didn't come up with no reason why somebody would purposely say or do anything to cause your child to not want to deal with you, talk to you, see you, live with you, have a relationship with you. It ain't no reason why y'all can't share that baby. None. My baby was living with me for 15 years. It is nothing that they was doing for her before that they couldn't continue to do until she went off to college. There is no reason why her living situation shouldn't have changed. And I'm quite sure some of y'all in the same situation. I guarantee you, at the end of all of this, you're going to realize that it was people on the other side that was clearly working against you. And that's the sad part, because these are people that you probably trusted. People that you voluntarily dropped your children off to. I know. Who voluntarily drops their children off to somebody that's going to be turning the child against them? Ooh, fix it, Jesus. I know. So in that self-reflecting, when you took it all the way back, and you tried to put all the puzzle pieces together, all the way up to the present time when your child decided not to deal with you, and you try to put all the pieces together and try to figure out, what did you do wrong? What did you do? What type of influence were you? First of all, I hope you did that in your self-reflecting. What type of influence were you to the child? What type of influence did you bring around your child? What type of friends, how your friends act when they're around your baby? What your baby see when you be around? Stuff like that. I know that self-reflecting is deep, but you gotta do it. And you ain't gotta do it just because you having issues with your situation with your baby daddy and stuff. I told y'all that's something you should just do just because. Just because. Let me get this one. Oh, that other one don't taste right. Just to check yourself. Like, how do you know you a good parent? Seriously. Ain't nobody in here. Calm down. Calm down. Huh? How do you know you're a good parent? Because people say it all the time. Oh, I'm a good parent. I just bought my kid this and I just bought my kid that and I just took my kid here. But how do you really know that you're a good parent? Let me tell you how I know I'm a good parent. I used to ask my kids. I used to ask my kids how I was as a parent. They'll tell you too. They'll let you know. You know, because who better to ask than the people that you actually parent? I know. Sound crazy. Got to be careful, you know. But when we used to have those family meetings when my boys was growing up, that was one of the things that they were allowed to do. They was allowed to let me know. Because you got to know if you failing your kids. If your kids ain't getting getting what they need, they'll tell you. They'll tell you what they want to, but if they ain't getting what they'll tell you. And if they don't outright tell you, you'll find out through their conversation. Because they'll talk around it, because that's what kids do. But yeah, that self-reflecting, that was a doozy. So did you get through it okay? You realizing it wasn't you? You didn't really do anything wrong? Y'all, this that death trap I told y'all about. You see that? You see that? Take your hand off. Take your hand off if you ain't woke and alert. So yeah, that's self-reflecting. You got through that okay, that's good. What was the next thing we talked about after the self-reflecting? Did we jump into the influences that you had around your babies, like your friends and stuff? You got through that okay? Everybody that you had around them was pretty positive. Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, that's very important. The influences you have around your children are very important. Like I tried to make sure I surrounded them with business owners, counselors, people that's in prominent professions. Not too many knuckleheads. I ain't had too many knuckleheads around the babies. I ain't had too many people selling drugs around the kids. I ain't had, I ain't glorify that type of stuff. So it's like the people that I had around them was very positive and influential. You got to be careful of that. Okay, so you got through that. So was you able to backtrack and figure out certain things that you probably overlooked before? Were you able to kind of go back and backtrack and try to figure out some things early on? I know. It's not your fault. It's not your fault, baby. I know, because you feel some kind of way now, don't you? I know. I've been there. You feel some kind of way because certain things that you realized that you overlooked and you missed was things that you should have caught. I know. And now you feeling like you probably was a bad parent because you didn't catch those things. I know. But I'm here to help you. Don't feel bad. Because if you're in a situation like me where you didn't know that you was fighting the enemy, or you didn't know that people was against you, these very people that you was sharing your child with, you are excused from that. Because, first of all, they didn't tell you. I'm quite sure your child was probably having some issues with you. If your child not dealing with you just out the blue, your child not dealing with you, I'm quite sure your child, if they had some issues with you, they probably shared it with the other parent. And when I tell you that your job is to ensure that that child has a wonderful relationship, a loving and respectful relationship, and a healthy relationship with that other parent, it's up to you to do that. When that child came to that other parent, that parent should have came to you. That parent should have came to you. That way, that is whatever it was that that child was dealing with and going through. And I'm jumping around, guys. Today is random thoughts. I'm going to try to tie some things together for you because we've been going through this whole little cycle. But for the most part, I'm jumping around. But yeah, that's one way to ensure that that child has a healthy relationship with that other parent. If that child comes to you about an issue that they have, or they feeling some kind of way about that other parent. Hey, Larry, how you doing, baby? Welcome to Coffee and Conversation with your girl, Shakenya. Feel free to go to my YouTube channel and hit subscribe. That way you can get all the videos. And then if I hit home with something with you, I want you to share my video. I'm trying to be famous. So, I want my name in the lights. So, with that being said, it's up to that parent to reach out to you and let you know what's going on. How that baby feeling, to give you the opportunity to try to help fix it. That's their way of insurance. That's the best they can do to help. You know what I'm saying? That's a wonderful thing. If they respect you enough to come back and let you know that the baby is feeling some kind of way about you, that right there Roll with that, because you use that. See, that's one thing that we don't do. We be so busy in competition with one another that we don't understand what each other can do and bring to one another. You know what I'm saying? As far as helping with the parenting process to ensure that this child grows up and be a functional adult with not a lot of this, not a lot of quirks. You know what I'm saying? And one way to ensure that is y'all working together. But I'm going to tell you right now, it's certain things that a little girl will tell her mama but won't tell her dad. And it's certain things that a little boy will tell his daddy but won't tell his mama. Now, you have some relationships. Like, I got relationships with my children, the ones whose fathers were not present as much, to where we talked about any and everything. Certain things that they probably wouldn't have said, they said because I'm all they had. So that's not good or bad. But for the most part, typically when you have a child with both parents in their life, certain things they'll tell mom, they won't tell dad, and vice versa. So y'all can use that, instead of competing with one another and trying to outdo one another. Y'all can use that as leverage to kind of keep your baby on an even path. See, that's the whole point of y'all staying together and living together when y'all have these kids. Because when y'all in the same household, it's easy to keep it, keep each other in check. It's easy to keep that balance and to keep that. So when y'all living in separate homes, y'all got this baby back and forth in different homes. Everybody teaching this baby something else. Ain't nobody on the same page, because chances are ain't nobody had no meeting to talk about what's going on with the baby and what's best for the baby. I'm quite sure ain't none of y'all doing that. It's just whatever happens at this house happens at this house, and whatever happens at that house happens at that house, and everybody okay with that. You can't be okay with that. We are failing our children miserably. And I hear it every day at Attitude Adjustment in my office. We are failing our children miserably just because we do not want to work together. Forget working together as a people. I'm over that. We don't support each other. I'm talking about just your children. Working together to raise your children that y'all created together. It can't be that bad. It can't be that bad. Y'all don't live together. Y'all really got to see each other. It can't be that bad, and it can't be that hard to raise that baby with that other individual. It can't be that hard. It can't be that hard to where you got to take this baby out that other parent's life. It can't be that hard. It can't be. And some of y'all are very complicated. I will say that. Some of y'all can be a little complicated. Some of y'all can be a little difficult. I can honestly say that. But you don't have to be. You don't have to be. No. You don't have to be. Me, I wasn't a difficult parent at all. I tried to do everything I could to help. Whatever it was, from buying groceries to if he called and said he needed me to get her, whatever it was, he put her in golf. I was shooting him emails for midnight golf. In anything. They started taking child support. I let him claim her on his taxes. Like, I was not a difficult mom at all. And I hate that I did everything the right way and still ended up on the losing end. So that self-reflection, if you go through it and you went through the whole process, I guarantee you, if you didn't abuse that baby, and you did everything that you could as a parent to raise that baby right, I guarantee you, when you did your self-reflecting, that you probably didn't have a lot of things to add on your list. A lot of things. I'm quite sure you didn't do a lot for that child to be treating you the way that they treating you. I guarantee you, at the end of the day, that child had help. And I know after we finish with this journey, at the end of the day, you will find out who those people are. And how you deal with those individuals will be strictly up to you. I'm a law-abiding citizen. So everybody that helped in this with me, I ain't gonna do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Shit. I just want everything to fall in line and fall in place like it should. I just hate that it's taking this long to do so, but that's another story. But it is what it is right now, guys. So stay prayed up, because I'm gonna pray for you. Yeah. And yeah, we're going to get to the next level tomorrow. But right now, that self-reflecting, I hope it helped you. I did. I hope it helped you with not only just dealing with the situation with the child that's distant from you, but I hope if you have other children that it kind of helped you in that. I hope you, just help in any way, any shape or form. Because I don't want to go into a list of things that would have came out of that self-reflecting. But you get the gist of what I'm trying to say. I hope it helped you in some kind of way, moving forward. Because there's a lot more we got to get through till we figure out why that baby acting the way they acting, and why that baby distant from you, and why you ain't seen your baby, and why you ain't talked to your baby. So yeah, we got a lot to get through before we get to that point. But I'm quite sure pieces are falling together for you a little bit right now. You're starting to put some stuff together now. You're starting to think of some reasons and things of why people would do what they do. I'm quite sure. Yep, it gets deep. But that's it, y'all, for Coffee and Conversation with your girl, Shakenya. I'm about to go clean this building. I'll pop back on later on, y'all, when I get over to that house. Ooh, let me shoot some waves. Hey, Kimberly, good morning, baby. Hey, Mr. Eichelberger, how you doing, sir? Good morning, good morning. Okay, guys, enjoy your day, and I'm out. Mwah.